What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Browntown. Today is going to be a really good video, honestly. As you guys probably seen on my last video, we did talk about how we're going to start building the 370Z. And I mentioned in my last video, if you haven't seen the last video already of me introducing the new 370Z that we're going to be building for 2022. I know it's 2021, but hey, we're going to start a little bit things a little early, if that makes sense. I butchered saying that, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. We're going to be installing the new ISR Single Tip exhaust on the 370Z, which I'm very, very excited to do. So again, guys, if you haven't seen the last video, make sure to go check out that video. Give it a like, give it a comment. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Again, my name is Ecstasy Browntown. I am a Twitch streamer that we are now starting to get back in rhythm on YouTube. So obviously with the previous videos that we posted on YouTube, you've seen that my Audi S5 we were kind of doing. We did a full build on the 350Z that I drifted in 2020. 2021 we had COVID, so I didn't really get into that rhythm of getting another drift car and building that. Hence why I started doing the Audi S5. Now with that being gone, I'm back into my true JDM roots with getting a 370Z and building this car. So today what we're going to be doing, we're going to be building that car. Actually, not building it, but we're going to be putting on an exhaust. So that's the first mod that we're going to do officially on this car, which I'm very, very excited to do. So be sure to like this video. If you're new to the channel, give your boy a sub. We're going to start posting a lot more videos on YouTube. So again, make sure to have post notifications on, and let's start with this video, okay? This car is so quiet, boys. Like, I kid you not. I kid you not, this is a cold start. This is official cold start on this thing. Honestly, it is very, very quiet. It's very quiet. So I'm excited to show you guys what the difference is going to be when we put the new ISR exhaust on this car. So let's drive over to my parents' house. I have all my tools there. I have my jacks all there. Everything is there. If you see my last other videos, you would see that I did a lot of the stuff in my garage, honestly. So it's going to be a very, very good video. I'm excited to go back into my old roots, like I said, and start filming videos of me building my car in the classic garage that we always built my cars in. But hey, we're going back to old roots, like I said, so let's get this video started again, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. All right, boys, don't mind the garage. It's fucking messy in here. Jesus, it's been a minute since I've been here cleaning this place. But this is the exhaust. We're going to be putting on the ISR. This is a Y pipe that we're going to be replacing the stock Y pipe with. It goes from, obviously, the stock exhaust. I believe it's a 2.25 inch piping. But this goes into a 2.5 inch piping to a 3-inch outlet at the very end, which obviously bolts up to the next part of the exhaust, the ISR Catback. This is going to be the single tip. I didn't want to go dual tip on this exhaust. Ideally with the 350Z, when I first got that, I wanted to do a a single tip, but the car already came with a dual tip. It was a Greddy Evo exhaust, which sounded really, really good. So I didn't really need to replace that. So we're going to obviously film this, see what the stock sound like. What the stock sound of the exhaust sounds like, and then we're going to be putting this on and obviously comparing the difference. So let's get started on this. Let's film this part, and then I'll start jacking up the car, and then I'll start to remove everything off this car. So it should be easy. Hopefully it doesn't get too complicated. I'll kind of walk you guys throughout the whole thing, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. All right, so I got everything unbolted. So I'm gonna show you guys what you kind of have to do. Obviously, jack the car up as much as you can, because you need a lot of room going in here. So I'll start off with the beginning. So what I did already is there's 3 12mm bolts on either side of the actual muffler itself. You'll see it on both sides here. Obviously, get your 12mm, get something long, kind of what I used. Where is it? Right there. I got a long extension on it. So get a 12mm, take out those 3 bolts on either side here. One thing I do recommend for all of you guys, depending on the year, this car only has like 29,000 kilometers, which is probably like what, 19,000 miles or something like that, maybe less. But that being said, these bolts here are a pain to get off. So what I do recommend getting is some PP Blast or some Rust Off. I have a can of Rust Off sitting over there, but I kind of just soaked all of these for maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I just tackled them. So I needed a breaker bar to obviously take them off. So they're gonna have 2 14 mil nuts on this side, 2 14 mil nuts on this side, and then going into the Y pipe, I'll kind of show you guys there. Let me just kind of walk around here. I have a lot of tools just sitting everywhere. So obviously we got 2 more 14 mil nuts on the back of the Y pipe, and then coming into the cats here, these are your stock cats. Obviously I'm going to be keeping the stock cats because we're going to find out what we're going to do about resonated test pipes. I don't want to straight pipe test pipe this thing because it's going to sound awful. So I kind of need to find resonated, but with California laws, they don't make them. So obviously 2 14 mil nuts on either side of the Y pipe going into the catalytic converter. Soak those things, take them off, 2 14 mil nuts, and then yeah, I kind of have everything already all loose. So all I need to do is just take it right out. I'm going to take it from the Y pipe out and then the Catback out, all in simultaneously. But it should be fairly easy. I kind of got this all going within like 20-30 minutes, so it should be a fairly easy job. I'm doing this in my driveway of my parents' house, so I'm sure you guys probably have better spots, if not worse, but you can do it. I know you guys can. So let's go on and take the rest of this stuff off, and let's start installing the rest of the car. Okay, so like I said, I've kind of already unbolted everything that I need to unbolt. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out the 3 12 mil nuts on the back of the muffler here, and then this thing should drop essentially, but we'll see if I need to save it. It may just drop on my face, but we'll see what happens. Okay, that's one side down. I wonder how heavy this thing is. Oh my god, this is heavy. Oh my god, that is so heavy. All right, again, now I just gotta pull it out from the Y pipe because I already loosened that, and we can start taking this one out. All right, so I got it out. You got your factory Y pipe. You got the factory exhaust coming from the Y pipe back. God, this thing was so heavy, and then obviously you have the new ISR setup. So this is obviously going to replace a lot of the setup that we have already. Look at the piping difference, guys. I thought this was 2 1/4. It could be 2 inches, honestly. Going to a 2 1/2. There's a huge size difference from both pipes. Man, this thing should be so much louder. Hopefully it's not raspy, because I ideally do not want to have a really raspy setup. But it goes out to like a 3 inch. I think it goes from like 2 to 2 1/2, maybe 2 1/4 to 2 1/2. I don't really know, but it replaces a lot of the factory setup. So we're gonna go into a single tip instead of the dual tip. Let's put it on the car and let's get this going. And there you guys have it. It's all installed. It was quite a bitch, honestly. With 2 people, it'd be a lot easier, but with 1 person, I had to go piece by piece. I wasn't able to do the whole thing all at once, like I did when I took off the stock exhaust. But as you guys see it's bolted up really, really nicely. One thing I do recommend, do not mix this up. Do not get this backwards. So just make sure the resonator pipe is behind the W brace, not right after the Y pipe like I thought it was. So just remember, the resonator has to be behind the W brace. All right guys, a little bit of change of scenery here. Unfortunately, the GoPro battery did die recently, but the ISR single tip exhaust is on the 370Z, and God guys, this thing sounds amazing. So much better. I highly recommend getting this exhaust for your 370Z. Obviously, with it being under $1,000 Canadian, this is the best bang for your buck. Obviously, there's Tomei exhaust, there's Greddy, there's a lot of exhausts that are out there that probably do sound better, maybe not as par as this, but at the end of the day, for what you pay for this, this is the best bang for your buck. So I'm gonna basically get a clip of how the car sounds at a cold start, and then we'll kind of go from there. Well, there you guys have it. It was a super easy install. Shout out to iRace Auto, Matt out there for hooking your boy up. As always, had the parts in stock, super fast shipping. So obviously the link is in the description, guys. If you guys want to show some love to our fellow Canadian guys, iRace Auto in Toronto or Ontario, either way, they're in Canada, guys. So show some love if you haven't already. Link is in the description. Shout out to ISR. These guys honestly make the best parts for your vehicle, whether it's angle kits, exhausts, coilovers. They make so many things for all your vehicles, so make sure to check out ISR. Link is also in the description. Show some love. But again guys, I'm going to be showing you guys it's kind of like some driving footage of how the exhaust sounds inside the cabin. Overall, with me driving the car right now, it does sound really, really good. It does sound very, very loud on my left ear, especially with my windows both open. I do hear it more in my left ear. Yes, the exhaust tip is on the left-hand side, but God, this exhaust, it's such a deep tone that I can't even explain. Obviously the video will show you guys how this thing sounds, and I'm sure you guys are gonna love this. So check this out and let me know what you guys think. Obviously have this car backfiring. I want a little bit of two-step. I want to be like that little shit that is 18 years old, driving on the streets, letting off throttle. I want that shit. That's what I want eventually. But if you have catalytic converters on your car, obviously that shit is going to blow. Now I'm gonna roll up my window. It's super, super loud in here. But overall, guys, like, again, thank you so much for watching the videos. I hope you guys love the content that we are going to be doing on the 370Z. I'm super, super excited to obviously put on a lot of the parts that I want to put on with this vehicle. Initially, with the first video that did come out just recently on my last YouTube video, if you haven't checked it out at all, make sure to check that video out. We introduced the 370Z to the channel. But that being said, I never talked about the angle mods that I wanted to do with this car. Now, obviously with my 350Z, I did go all GK Tech, with their front lower control arms, their angle kit. I had a really good experience with that kit, especially drifting it. I never really had issues. Overall, very simple, easy to install kit. That's probably what we're going to be doing with the 370. I'm probably going to go with the same route. A lot of other brands, there's a fellow Canadian brand that do make a front angle kit, a full angle kit everywhere basically for these vehicles. I'm not sure if I'm going to go that route yet because obviously they cost a lot more, and I already have a good experience with GK Tech, so that's probably where we're going to be going with the angle kit, so the angle mods essentially. But that being said, again, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing in terms of angle mods. You guys already know we're going to be putting coilovers on this car. You guys already know we're going to do intakes, wheels, make this car look overall really good. I don't want to do a hydro in this car. I don't want to cut up any kind of interior. I personally think the stock handbrake works really well. But again, guys, that's pretty much it with the video. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I love you all. If you guys like this video, give it a like, give it a comment. If you haven't subbed to your boy already, please give your boy a sub. If you have post notifications on, great. If you don't, obviously have that on, so if you guys want to be on top of all the future videos that we're going to be putting on the YouTube channel, be sure to check that out, show some love. And again, guys, peace, have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye now.